Good afternoon, everyone. Steve Georgia here from Allendale's Trading Floors, November 8th, 2011. Kind of an exciting day today in the markets. We did have, we've got guys getting ready and preparing themselves for USDA numbers tomorrow. And it's going to be an interesting report. A lot of guys are looking for this thing to be friendly. We did have corn up 7 1/4 cents today, closing right at that 6.60 area, which just so happens if we do get a bullish report, that could put us near $7 tomorrow. Beans up 3 1/4 at 12.05. We saw a big strong move in beans early in the day, but they tended to back off near the close. And wheat up about 18 1/4 cents. So wheat finding the most strength today. We'll see if that carries into tomorrow. A lot of guys focusing on this report that's coming out 7:30 tomorrow morning. We are looking for tighter ending stocks on corn, mostly due to USDA's. If you look at exports lately, we've had great exports for corn, and we are ahead of USDA's pace. So we may see them shift a little bit as far as those numbers. Also, ethanol. We've been seeing great ethanol numbers. We're seeing usage continuing to stay strong. We may see them try to adjust some of those figures as well. But we feel that as far as yield, a lot of guys will be watching that tomorrow as well. We're not looking for a major change in yield. Maybe we can see a little bit of a decline on yield. But you look at some of the averages that are out there, right at this 148 area, we've got a lot of guys projecting USDA could be pretty right on as far as the yield. So I'm not looking for much change for yield, but we do figure that we could see a little bit more of a decline as far as ending stocks. So that may give us a little bit more of a boost, but we'll see what they have to say. And I think a lot of this today, with corn being higher, a lot of guys are expecting friendly numbers off this report. As far as beans, looking for an actual increase in ending stocks. Yield, not much change for yield, but an increase in ending stocks. As we mentioned for corn, the demand for corn has been increasing. We're ahead of USDA's pace for exports. Beans are the opposite story. We're not ahead of pace. We're actually quite a bit behind. And the demand hasn't been there. Typically, this time of year, we start to see that shift from Argentina being the main buyer to coming to us and buying from us. But we just haven't seen that shift yet. So we are behind USDA's pace yet for beans. We may see some more, we may see ending stocks increase due to the demand. As far as wheat, as I mentioned, stronger there. Wheat's going to probably be a follower. If corn goes up, probably going to find wheat try to strengthen as well. So we'll see what that does. But as far as these outside markets, they were strong today. Crude oil up $1.22. Very strong day for crude, and we're continuing and seeing consistent strength for crude. A lot of it's being led by Brent crude. And the news, the story today, Brent crude was stronger as well, leading our WTI, or West Texas Intermediate, and continuing to follow each other. We're up above that $96 a barrel now, approaching $97 a barrel. A lot of guys have their eyes focused on that $100 level. What are we going to do at that point? But the dollar down 36 cents today, and that's after we were right about unchanged until some news came out that Italy's president, Berlusconi, is looking to resign after they make their budget deal for 2012. So that news came out here a little bit ago, and we did have the dollar end up breaking, which in turn, we had support in the euro. So it seems like one day everything is fine over there, the next day it's not. So that's going to be a situation that still needs to be focused on as we go through the week. How are things looking for Greece? What about Italy? The talk right now is that, hey, guess what? Things are okay. But what's going to happen here once it does turn, we'll probably see some kind of a setback. But very choppy markets with that. Keep an eye on that because it is affecting our markets here as well very closely. Stock market, with that news, up about 90 points right now. So that's finding a little bit of a recovery as well. The metals, before that news came out, gold was up about $20. Now down about $8 on the session. So finding a big swing for gold. Silver right now is unchanged after being up more than 50 cents today. So that has settled down. So what was looked at as a safe haven, I don't know what this report's going to say tomorrow. I don't know what's going to happen with Italy and Greece. You had guys going into metals as a safe haven. Well, we saw some profit taken from that once this news came out, and pushed this market down a little bit further as far as metals. So look for a very choppy trade there for metals yet. We got a little bit overbought. We may get a little bit of a setback, but if we're going to continue to see this uncertainty going on in Europe, still look for metals to move a little bit higher as guys move money into them as far as a safe haven. Livestock today, pretty quiet trade overall. Fat cattle down about 30 cents. Feeders down about $1. We had hogs down about 25 cents. So most of it, guys are waiting to see cash trade for fat cattle. We're looking for things to be a little bit more firm this week, looking for higher trade yet. Midday beef prices were higher as far as choice and select. So, we may get a little bit of support from that. But eyes tomorrow, going to be watching Europe, also watching what numbers USDA put out in the morning. That comes out at 7:30. So give us a call over here in the morning if you guys want to know those numbers right away. You can reach us 800-262-7538 or check us out right there on the web, allendale-inc.com. Hope you guys had a great day today and have a great rest of the week. Take care.